Okay, let's test and see if this thing's working. I think it should be fine. Okay, let's test and see if this thing's working. Okay. So I don't have a capture. I'm not like Kia where I can like make a video, record it, edit it, blah blah blah. So this is just kind of a quick live stream of my custom playbooks. This is the only way I know how to make videos. So here we go. This is a tweener of kind of a spread playbook and an air raid. Now you can't run legit 100% air raid in Madden. It won't work. The concepts aren't the greatest. They have issues in them. So yeah, can't make it full air raid, and I also don't want to go just full spread traditional air raid type stuff where it's 4 wide. I like 11 personnel preferably. So yeah, but anyways, so pistol wise, we have a few formations. A lot of these are kind of more specialty formations. You know, out of spread, pistol spread. This is more kind of traditional, some air raid stuff. Some RPO, some jet sweeps, verts, some of these auto motion stuff. Strong slot open, another kind of RPO formation. Some nice motions, misdirection, etc. Weak eye slot, just pretty much the same look. Can do a few of the same things. I wish they had that tight end screen in this one too, and some motion stuff. But either way, you know, you get the gist. Kind of similar formations. What I do is I put George Kittle in that kind of fullback role. If it lets you put... It won't. It'll let you do it in the... What you call it? Oh, tight end backfield. Yeah, so it lets you do it on this one, and then in the wing slot, you can do it in the formation subs if you choose the Cardinals playbook, which is the formation sub that I recommend, is when you're in franchise, put the Cardinals as your base playbook on offense. I mean, just to go ahead and do some formation subs, because there's a few decent formations that lap over. Strong slot open, again, kind of a specialty RPO. The verts cross is nice. Curls, dive, flood, you know. Six plays. So in these I have 9, 9, 6, and 6. So not a ton of stuff. And you can see the go-to percentage. If those are accurate, 3%, I'd say that's probably accurate. Single back. We have a few of these just so we can get under center. Dice slot is always nice. Doubles north. Just kind of the same thing, but a compressed version of it. Tray and trio, similar kind of 3x1 sets with the tight end nub, 3x1 with the tight end, and then we have a couple of 2 tight end sets. Not many, but just a few to go heavier. And as you can see with these as well, there aren't a ton of plays in them. Dice slot has the most at 12, but everything is, you know, 6, 6, 6, 9, 9, 9, 6. Dice slot. Oh boy, I didn't even realize I have 2 slants. Alright, well, 1 slant's gotta go. I'll remove that one at some point, but yeah, one of them will go. 4 verts, sweeps, some motion stuff, spot, drive. Did I have 2 4 verts in here too? Man, I was I was either like, oh god, I don't know why. So 1 4 verts will go, and a slant will go, and that'll bring me down to 10. So I either have to find 2 more or just remove a play, but I'll find 2 more. Doubles north, just that drag in, just kind of a flood. Bench swap, that's kind of the smash. I use it for more of that curl on that side. Zone, ISO, outside zone. Again, just kind of running formations. That's kind of when I'm under center, I would like to run. I can hit you with a quick pass if I think you're sending a blitz and the run won't beat it. Have a deep shot if I feel you're playing way too close and I have like a numbers advantage. Or just throwing something like a shallow cross, drive, something like that. and you can kind of see an overlap in a lot of these. Inside zone, outside zone, dive, always in every formation. Stick or slant, curl flat, and a vert, always in them. Shallow cross if it's there. Mesh if it's there. Not as much in the under center stuff. And then with the 2 tight end stuff, I'm just looking to create, matchups. In this I look as like a trip set. I have 3 eligible receivers on one side. I don't throw a ton out of this set, but these are more so just how can I create a numbers advantage to run the ball. Now when we go to the gun set, and there was 8. So between these two, that's 12. Now you go to the bulk, which is gun. 25 sets, and there's a few of them with under 6 plays. So we have our 2x2 spread sets. First, your spread Y slot weak, double flex, spread Y flex. And then we have these 2 tight end flex that where they're still kind of spread-ish stuff. It's kind of that tweener. And then we have our 3x1 spread. Although this looks like the tight end's attached, you can see tight end's actually flexed out. So that's why I discovered that, and I tried it for the first time. Because they use the same plays as that, the one where the tight end was isolated that I always used to run. It was just like trips Y ISO. It's the same like shit that was in there. The stick, the deep attack, the outs, the dig out, vert. They just removed a bunch of stuff and changed the alignments, and the tight end's no longer isolated. So, whatever. In these gun sets, you're going to see, for the most part, you're going to see an inside zone, a read option, an outside zone, slants, curls, mesh, shallow cross, Y cross, and verts. And then a jet sweep. There's a few formations that don't have all of them in there, so there'll be a few swap outs, blah, blah, blah. But as you'll see here, that outside zone, it's an RPO. It's still an outside zone. Inside zone, slants, cross, option, touch pass. Stick, yeah, I do like stick out of 3x1 sets, but this is my formation where I added a stick set out of this. Curl wheel. Spread Y slot weak because, apparently according to Madden, you can have these bubbles and reads out of the weak, but not spread Y slot. So I need 2 formations to do the same damn thing. So, thank you, Madden. Only 6 plays in here. Spread double flex. That QB wrap, I run once in a blue moon. Zone peak. Middle slant, inside zone read, that deep curl, it's kind of a curl flat on that side with the seam, but it's kind of that drive concept on the backside, that left side. So slot outs, I love. Spot, shallow cross, hitch corners. PA comeback's kind of a more of a shot play if I want to get aggressive, which I rarely do on offense in terms of PA. Y flex, just giving different looks out of these. I live out a lot of these 2x2 spread stuff, so I just want multiple looks. I can't stand staying in the same formation. Y cross, this halfback seam, it's like a 4 vert with the drag underneath. It's killer. People run for Kittle underneath and leave the halfback wide open on the wheel. So another PA deep outs. Now this one's the out route version. Here you saw the comeback version. So just a little bit of different variation. Similar stuff in all of them. I can run my core stuff out of every single, one of them. Doubles Y flex and offset. It's because I can't run any RPOs in this formation, but in this one I have RPOs, but I can't run any air raid stuff. I can't run, Y cross. So it have to have 2 formations because Madden. So that's always everyone's favorite. Tray open, 3x1 spread. Outside zone, zone read, stick, drag verts, PA read. One of the play actions that aren't broken with taking forever. Angle, sail, curls, mesh, pretty much a crosser with the X drag, spacing, halfback wheel, just some more air raid stuff in there. I wish it was in more stuff and it was decent. I don't even know if that play's decent. You can see I haven't called it, nor have I called Y corner. That's the only Y corner in the game, just because I needed a filler play in there. Because I do threes. You'll see they're all multiples of 3. 15, 6, 15, 12. Just because I like that you get a play, 3 plays on each one. Trips open. We kind of just went through that one already. Just 6 plays. Now I'll get to my kind of bread and butter, like 11 personnel stuff that isn't 2x2 spread out. You see, again, you got mesh, touch pass, outside zone, inside zone, some RPOs, shallow cross, spot, curl, verticals, Texas, drive, another drive that looks a little different, Y cross, Y sail. Similar stuff. I went the wrong way. Similar stuff here. And another PA that's not broken. If the PAs aren't broken, I add them. So. 1 call, 62 yards. I like how it tells you how many calls you have with them. That's nice. Gun doubles, Y off. Just more ways to show different looks is kind of my thing. Plus you get that fake jet power. The Y lead option I've had success with it. I don't run it a ton. The gun trips, tight end offset, my favorite like 3x1 formation in the entire game. I love it. This flood I audible to a cross instead of that shitty route by the tight end. That route is horrible. Same thing, just the tight end flexed out. Most of this, why aren't these the exact same? No idea. Should be able to run the exact same stuff in both of them. Y trips weak. Just, more ways to show the same looks. Y off trips, this is kind of a specialty. Got a shot play to tack too high in the PA zone shot. The RPO bubble, that's why I have it for that Y pop. Empty base, not a whole lot here. Only run a couple plays. It's there just in case. Gun monster, just a specialty set. Tight offset, just a quick compressed set. Only 6 plays in here. Some bunch RPO formations. My 2 tight end sets, there's only like 2 or 3 of them. There's the third one. And then another RPO specialty set. And then back to the beginning. We'll do just a few plays, talk about kind of the philosophies of it.
70, Indy.
Rip Tanner Morgan, he's hurt 5 games.
Ready. 18, Gator.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Basically, this offense, you want to get the ball out quick. Whether you have a guy with the paranoid trait, a terrible offensive line, will go out of gun. It's designed to limit, and you can play with any not any, obviously, but most quarterbacks can fit into this scheme. Right here, I'm just going to simply read these 2 defenders. If they both crash in, you throw it to Sanders. If they don't, you hand it off. Corner crashed in, boom. Throw it. Just nice and quick. You aren't getting sacked on that play. You're just making a simple read. And if you see the user on the corner, just auto-hand it off. When in doubt, hand the ball off. Y cross. Now, this is a longer developing play. You do need an offensive line for this, but, right here, my first read is N'Keal Harry. If he's open off the release, throw it. Then I'm working the quick out to Dorsett, back to Kittle. Johnson, I'm not throwing. That route's horrible. You can just curl it if you want, come back it, or just send him on a deep. But we'll keep the play the same just because. Now, that stupid flat route is horrible, so just keep him in the block. Or if you want, leak him at a curl.
Shoot.
Harry's not open. Deep out's not open. You have the cross. And there's the enforcer. Jesus Christ.
On the set.
Now here it's single high, so if you have verts right here, you know, if you're expecting it's zone cover 3, boom, you can just go to, you know, if it's cover 1, they'll probably run with them. But here we go.
Ready, ready.
You're going to read those 2 middle guys. You have... Why would you cut in? It's single high. Watch this replay. Oh, I hate this game so much. Okay. So this safety's reading, this receiver's reading. He's going to keep breaking here because you're going to put this free safety in a bad spot. If he guards Kittle, you throw it to the other seaman, N'Keal Harry. If he goes towards the other side, you throw it to Kittle. But he decides running a post route into the defenders better instead of running straight. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Too high. I'm not going to run 4 verts on this because chances are this looks like cover 4. So why would I run verts into cover 4? Now, this look here, I have my RPO bubble. I have the numbers advantage over here. I'm just going to flip it, run my bubble. The guy with the P on it, the safety, Harrison Smith, he has to run about 16 yards to make the play. So unless I get some wonky animation, you know, and of course you can't break the enforcer's tackle, but it's just gaining a few yards. Flood, you know, look here, pressed up. If I like what I see, boom, I have that route with Harry. I have a quick little zig with Dorsett. Come back, go, whatever you want to go with it. Angle out of the backfield. Just read, boom, get rid of it. You want to get rid of the ball fast. Don't hang on to it. It's okay, just
On the ready.
as much as we dock on Shokan and everything for throwing the flats, this isn't a game where you can sit back there and constantly throw the ball deep down the field and take shots. Oh, I juked an enforcer. That's shocking.
Set.
Mesh. If you're ever running mesh, audible, or I guess hot route, both drags to the hot route drags. Don't leave them stock. And then you can keep your halfback into block if you want. Looking at the out route first, back turn, throw it. That simple. Just quick reads, getting them out. RPO zone peak. If either of these guys drop back, hand it off. But, oh, I read that wrong. Sometimes it happens. You liveth and dieth by the RPO.
Get it.
Corner out, have it in the flat, get rid of it. Oh, I love enforcers.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
There's nothing wrong with getting rid of the ball quick into the flat. Just do it. Don't take a sack. They're not drive killers in Madden as much as they are in real life. But right here, I have 2 blockers on 2 defenders. The safety's going to have to come up and make a play. Why am I going to sit here and try and throw it to where there's 2 guys over by N'Keal Harry? And we don't block. But other than Madden not blocking, just make a read and stick with it. I have the underneath. I'm going to keep taking it. If you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it. The Vikings have Danielle Hunter. They have Anthony Barr. They have good pass rushers. But I'm not going to sit here and allow them to impact the game.
Shoot.
Just get rid of it. I'm going to say it 40 times going through this.
60 Pittsburgh.
So here we go on a play like this. First thing I'm going to look for is Kittle. If I see there's green grass, I'm throwing it. Then I'm going to work to the Tyler Johnson on the drag. If they vacate and they're going to fly to Kittle, just hit that underneath. Then I'm going to flip towards the left side, and if I have the halfback open, throw it. If I have the comeback open, throw it.
Ready, ready.
I see Kittle's being covered, just throw the drag. That's 6-7 yards right there. Now we're looking at 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Now you always have to make sure this corner route, you see how deep that corner route is? It's going to take him 40 years to get open. smart route it down,
Hey, Foxtrot.
smart route
Foxtrot.
the drags. Or hot route them. Looking for... There I have X open for 4 or 5 yards. So now we're looking at 2nd and 2, or first down if you want to keep count. Here we have kind of a heavier set, packed box. I think they might be sending some sort of a blitz, possibly. Now I can just trust someone to... And you can keep him running out, too, if you want, on this option route, because he'll beat man coverage with it. But they sent something. He stayed to block anyways. Just let it rip. If the ball's on target, which it normally is, you have 6.
18 Gator.
The secret to read option is you can't run it to an unbalanced side like this. So this is where you know you can check out of the play.
Protein spill.
If you want to run, I wouldn't run slants on this, but if you're going to run slants, don't read it with that defender in the hole. You're going to read this left side. You didn't like it there. I didn't like how it was. I'm just going to take off there. But see, that's why I wouldn't run it there. But you're just going to read, you know, on the slant, read that half of the field, the side you want. This is where you want to run the RP or the zone read, where there's one defender. He's in a perfect position to be right. Now, I actually wouldn't run this because I don't run it against wide 9 because I'm going to be wrong no matter what. Keep, but he can auto warp back to me. I'm just lucky I outran the angle. So when they're in the wide 9, you're always wrong. Don't run zone read against wide 9. Here you go. This is cover 2 or cover 4 show 2. Something show 2. If I run verts against this, it's going to be completely covered. So I'm going to check out. I'll check out to my bubble because this guy is super in tight. He crashes in. Just throw it. You need jukebox. Yeah, no you don't.
Set 50 plant. 80
Y cross. Looking at the vert first, and then back to the cross.
Get it.
Blitz is coming. Get rid of it quick. So it's all just speed reading on the fly, just wanting to get things out. Here we go. Drag. Or the, I guess, drive with a drag. I should have put the halfback to block, but drag. He's trailing. Throw it on it. You know, is what it is. He didn't. You don't always make run this play. Just get it over with.
Ready? 60 yards.
I know they're blitzing right now. If I had, oh, I do have 4 verts, so I know here. I'm gonna put the halfback on this side. Kittle, one of my slot guys will be open. They weren't. It was man. Well, just trust your receiver to make a play. Oh, I thought it was zone, but it wasn't.
90 Wolf.
This Y sail play, I'm going to run because if it's man coverage, that linebacker on the right hash of the 40-yard line is not making a play. So while I'm letting the right side develop, I'm going to look quickly backside to Harry. If this guy that you see that's covering Jackson doesn't drop back, if he kind of stays near the line of scrimmage, I'm throwing that curl route every time. If he drops back, I'm going to flip my head around to look towards Kittle, Johnson, Dorsett, that side. Drops, now I know I'm working back. Have the underneath, I'll take it. I'll take a 6-yard pass every play and just work up and down the field on you. I don't care. I don't need to get a 25-yard pass play every play. I'm fine with 6 yards.
Got it. X3.
Now this is one here. Cover 4, maybe a blitz, something like that. I have my spot route with my corner. I wish I had Brady's ability to make Jackson run an angle route because these things suck.
Hey, orbit.
Check release, no. So we'll just, you know, do that. Why not? But I'm going to first read this slant flat because if it is a blitz and it's man coverage, I'm going to look to see if I can hit one of them. If it's not and it's a cover 4, cover 2, whatever, cover 3 cloud, I'm going to look to the other side. So I'm going to start left, work right. I see Harry's wide open on it. Boom. Ouch. And toll free's calling me. 4 verts. Now, I wouldn't call this here, but we'll run it anyways. I'm going to read the 2 seam defenders. And see, that's why I don't run empty. I don't have time. So, I wouldn't run that. But that's in there just in case. Like a last-ditch effort, whatever. Here we go, this Y out. I'm going to read the corner route first. Flip to the right side with Kittle and Dorsett, and then check down to the drag. Don't like the corner route. Don't like the post, but I threw it anyways. So, because impulsively pushed it.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now, I don't like the read option to that side because that extra defender. Now, I'll run it here.
5.
Take it and go. And the blocking was awful because Madden.
Ready, ready. 10
Here we go again. I know I'm getting some sort of press coverage on the outside. Too high. I probably shouldn't run verts. You know, verts might not be the greatest call here. But I like my matchup potentially, say, Tyler Johnson on that linebacker, where I might try that, maybe hit N'Keal Harry on the outside, something. But, you know, Kittle's wide open down the middle. Just 4 verts isn't hang on to it and wait for them to get down the field. It's a quick read for me. So, here we go. I'm reading. 1, 2, 3, the ball's out. So I'm not hanging on to it. Did I have a guy wide open that I didn't even see? I could have maybe tried to go here. Safety might have done something, but I had a shot here down the rail. But Kittle was wide open, so I can't, you know, be mad at making that decision. I wouldn't call verts here. This is... Jesus Christ. I just want double slants. Just to show. So on this side, I'm going to look to this side because there's more grass here. So I'm going to read it here. Just throw the slant. Right into the enforcer.
Okay, ready?
Situation like this, I'm not running verts. Could potentially run corner, you know, a hitch corner out of this. For me personally, I don't like how that tight end runs it, so we'll run kind of a smash corner in deal.
Hit it.
I'm just throwing it because I don't want to... See? Okay. God. This should have been a pick. I made a horrible read. I just threw it to, you know, just throw it for whatever reasons. This corner is in perfect, maybe not perfect position, but he sees the ball coming right here. He just, for whatever reason, doesn't, you know, want to try. Situation where they're overloading a blitz here. Might want to run something like this, take advantage of the defensive, like, play caller's aggressiveness. If he comes in on the blitz, bam. You need jukebox. And boom, just a 1 second catch and rip just turned into a house call. So, won't run verts here. Something like shallow cross. I love running shallow cross. The first thing I'm doing is I'm looking at the drag right away. Boom. I see I have it. I'm going to throw it. His juke move is so slow in this one. In our league, he actually has a nice juke. Tight end in, it's basically shallow cross. So I'm reading that drag. Don't really like what I see. Throw the deep in. Throw that dig.
Ready, set.
Slot outs. I see Harry has nobody on him. Why is it showing these, like, part of the angle route? I'm going to look to Harry first. If I don't like... I'm kind of mirroring. Just pick a side. If you want to try Kittle, he's my best player. I can look at Kittle, but I'll try Harry here because I like what that looks like. Just throw it. And then get killed by Harrison Smith.
Ready up.
Hate this play.
Greystone travel.
Jet sweeps. Love jet sweeps. I have the numbers advantage. 3 blockers with 3 defenders, and Philip Dorsett's a bitch, and he doesn't block, so that's always nice.
Hey, Delta.
The best mesh in the game. Audible them both to that. If you want, just leak him out in a curl, because that flat route's useless. And then you have your... I'm reading Terry first. If that guy has his back turned and no one's dropping there in like a flat, you throw it right away. Right here. I know I'm throwing that. If he didn't and he was playing zone on that one, then I'm going to sit there and work the drags. Or the curl. Okay, we're running this. This looks like cover 2. Texas is a great cover 2 beater. Kittle's going to hopefully draw that Mike backer deep, and I can throw it underneath. If the Mike backer comes underneath, I hit Kittle down the seam. Because these 2 safeties are working towards the vert and this comeback that looks like a vert. And then they gave me that bullshit jump animation when he can catch it in stride. Oh, I hate this game. Okay. Wide trail, I won't run a ton. This probably isn't when I'd run it, but what I'm going to look for here at first is I'm going to look Kittle. If he's breaking wide open, I'm throwing it. Then I'm going to work back to the drag and the trail. Kittle will be open. So, just throw it. It's a quick pass. Get it out quick. Not going to let D linemen get to me. Verts, I won't run. We'll try this kind of zone. Now, the way this is aligned, it's tricky because Harry could get zone chucked, but I'm going to read him and then that linebacker over the left guard with the P over it. I could have thrown it there, but I just played it safe. When in doubt, just hand it off. You know, there's nothing wrong with handing off on the RPO.
50 plant.
Won't run this because of that overhang defender. Now, I'm not getting this, but here I'll just, you know, if they give me something like that, just do it and try and make a play. Jukebox! You need jukebox! And I think I juked 5 defenders.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
So, here we go. If this is truly man coverage and not zone, Kittle's going to be wide open. If it's zone, maybe not. But either way, I'm going to read Kittle first. And there we go. But stupid ass animations.
On the set.
Jesus. Double post, the first thing I'm reading is Kittle. If they flock to Kittle, I'm going to throw the drag underneath. If they don't, then I'm going to throw it to Kittle. Throw the drag. And just make a defender miss. That's what this offense is. You need guys who can make people miss an open field and just trust your gut and make a quick read. I could have thrown that underneath, but I knew Kittle was open as well. Either way, just trust it and go.
Here we go, here we go.
RPO, throw it. If the guy came up, throw it.
Let's go. 90
Same
more.
thing. I'm going to read this linebacker. If he comes towards Jackson to run fit, throw it. If he drops back or in, hand it off.
Ready?
That was iffy. It was kind of a meh,
Down.
but threw it.
Base.
Here,
36,
jet
full
pass,
high.
perfect. You have wide open grass. You'll have to make that one safety miss. As long as you get the blocks. You got the block. And then it's just, can you make a guy miss? And just beat people to the corner.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Now, I like the matchup on Kittle more. Now, last time I looked at Harry, but I see he has a defender over him. Kittle does, but he's further back, and he's got that D lineman there, so I'm going to trust right away.
Set, go.
Looking to Kittle. Throw it. A quick 5-yard out turned to 16 yards because I got rid of it that quick.
Ready. 60 pitch.
Now, in a situation like this, now when it comes to running, first, I wouldn't run it again. I mean, I could run it against this.
Pilot, 64.
I could run verts too because Kittle is going to be basically on a release because this defender is just sitting over here, the guy with the C on it. But running, you're just going to make a box count. I have 5 blockers. Kittle's a good blocker too, so I have kind of 5 or 6 guys against 5 defenders. So check to a run. Kittle's a good blocker as he gets just torched in the run game.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft.
Here we go. Another
61,
halfback
match
angle.
box, lights.
Play like this, I want the safeties to... Because if it's man coverage, I just want to clear out. Because this looks like it could be man.
Fire.
Nope. It's not. Just throw it right down the middle right there.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy. Approach
Bench. We'll
fair.
kind of run bench. Just pick a side. I'm going to pick the left just because I don't like that Harrison Smith side. Keep him into block.
Leaf river, leaf river.
I have the out route.
On the ready.
This could be a touchdown.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now, if you want to slant behind this, I'll always encourage a slant behind this. But I could have ran that other play and got even more
Ready,
yards.
ready.
Now, here's another... It's not going to work because he's in that damn wide 9. I'll run it anyways. Just hand it off. But, you know, I get warped into my lineman's right ass cheek.
Set. 18 Gator.
If anyone gives you this here, where they have 3 defenders over for Harry, and they have 1 for your guy here, let me know. I'll kick them out of the league.
Go.
Just a quick little bubble. And you just pick... That should have been a touchdown, but, you know, it is what it is.
Set. 8 read. Greystone travel.
I hate how it keeps giving me this 1 formation. I don't want this 1 formation. Now, I shouldn't have thrown that. He ran out with it. That's one where I should hand it off, but I'm just threw it anyways. Here we go. This read screen, I like running occasionally. Not so much when it's 3 guys there, but I'm going to read here. I know I got to get rid of it. They're crashing down. So, get rid of it.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
You know what? Let's throw the wheel route.
General West.
Why not?
Ready, ready.
Switch catch. I'd never run that play.
Set, ready. 50 plant.
Let's try this read screen. Just make a guy miss, and you're off to the races. We're going to look at kind of the league's stats now real quick, just kind of running this offense. But you kind of get the gist of it watching 15, 20 minutes of gameplay. Kind of back out. I was just in regular practice. Every free agent move I do on offense, I translate it into a custom roster just so I can practice with it in the off season. Test out players if I'm going after them in free agency. Do they fit my style? Do they fit what I want this offense to do? That's kind of my shindig with that, I guess. Stats-wise, now Tanner Morgan got hurt on a shitty pass. Threw a touchdown and got hurt for whatever reason, but it is what it is. Tanner Morgan so far is completing 74% of his passes, 2,400 yards, 23 touchdowns, a 145 passer rating, only 8 sacks, and I've been sacked 9 total times. And I've had that many offensive snaps. Running game, balance. Nothing major. Don't need a featured back. Just a guy who can catch the ball like Jackson. And it's nice to have a guy who you can trust to just kind of hammer it away in between the tackles. Receiving, I spread the ball out a ton. These are my main 5 guys that are out there. My halfback, my 3 receivers, and my tight end. No bias. I'm not trying to force feed. Just whoever's open gets the ball. It's that simple. Sack-wise, that's about it. My worst offensive player is the one who hasn't allowed a sack. Go figure. So that's pretty much it. The playbook is shared if you want to look more at it. It's under my username. Otherwise, I think it's called Air Raid Vol 2. We'll check that share file quick. Air Raid Vol 2. Otherwise, you can search it up by my name. This is the playbook I made for Wookiee, the playbook I made for Tolgs, and this is my old spread that I already deleted because it sucked. But anyways, yeah. Thank you for whoever's watched this thing, the whole thing live. If you have questions, feel free to hit me up in the coach clinic in our Discord server. Otherwise, see ya later.